You have arrived at STEM City USA, a safe and trusted community where you can find people and resources to help you become everything you are and beyond, accessible to all who reach for the stars.
And welcome to STEM City USA. Welcome to our Christmas Eve in STEM City USA special in the metaverse.
Oh my goodness, this is like one of the first times ever in this space, in this 2D space. My name is Allison Seymour, and you are, sir?
I'm Marc Clarke. Hello, everyone,
Oh.
and welcome, family. This is like history in the making, babe.
Absolutely.
Is, on...
We're a married couple, okay? And it's our pleasure to guide you through this evening, this Christmas Eve.
That's right. And, we're kind of like, Christmas Eve is a tradition.
Yes.
Not only in our household, of course, but in many households across the world. And in America and African-American households, Christmas Eve has always been very, very special. Tonight, we're going to get into the tradition, but also we're going to get into the future, and the metaverse is the future. So we're actually bringing the tradition to the future.
And we want to hear from you. This is what this is all about, connectivity.
Yep.
This is not just in our neighborhoods, like the whole world is our backyard now. The whole world is family. So we're asking that you get in touch with us.
That's right.
Right? Let us know about traditions. We have a special telephone number. In fact, we're going to be giving it to you all night long. It is 410-244-7101. Talk to us. Let's talk about traditions, your comments, how you're feeling this Christmas Eve this year, right? Can we talk about 2021?
Woo, 2021, Lord.
We deserve this break, and we're just so happy to be here with you in the metaverse, in STEM City USA on this Christmas Eve with you. But we want to hear from you, so we'll be reading your comments.
Yep.
We'll be broadcasting your comments tonight.
Like Nicole Wilson, how are you? Merry Christmas to you. We see that. And also,
and let us know where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know where you are too.
Definitely. And also, help us out too, because between these glasses and us reading, we are definitely 50 plus. If we jack your name up, please don't be mad at us, because we probably read it wrong or
Yeah. Well, we're here also do your shout outs. It's Christmas Eve. We're just here to have a good time, to celebrate. And you know what? So we're into this futuristic technology, right? But tonight we're also going to celebrate some moments from the past, like you mentioned, Marc. We're going to talk about classic moments from the Apollo. We're going to talk about something very special that we're doing in February. We'll be talking about that all night long. You want to give them just a little bit of what we're talking about? All night long,
babe. We're talking about, so in February, we're actually going to bring you actually Black as Night. Black as Night. It's going to be a movie series where every Friday night we'll be featuring historic African-American movies. Basically, we basically purchased a boatload of classic movies, and we're going to be featuring them in Black History Month.
That's right.
And that's what it's all about. And so again, every Friday night, look forward to
here
the classics
in STEM City USA.
That's right.
So we'll be talking about that a little bit later too.
Yep.
But then also again celebrating some favorites, and it is Christmas Eve, so of course we'll hear from the King of Christmas, the one and only Nat King Cole, coming up a little bit later.
Oh, you gave it away.
Just a little bit later.
Secret. Okay, great. Yeah. Also, so we're talking about traditions, and this is the start of a digital family tradition. That's what we're doing.
Yes.
So again, a little bit of history. And so it begins. And also, look, Tyrone Tabor wants to wish the STEM City founders a happy holiday. So Tyrone Tabor, who is the man responsible for the vision, he wishes everybody a happy holidays, and he'll be with us all night. And we're going to hear from him actually coming up too.
To talk about exactly what the metaverse is, exactly what STEM City USA is. Also, fantastic opportunities for entrepreneurs. We're going to get into that a little bit. And just about the possibilities are just so endless right here.
And so let's hop into STEM City USA, okay? So basically what it is, what's going on. Basically, like we said, this is STEM City USA. Many of you are here with us in STEM City USA. Some are watching from other places, but some of the activities already going on in this wonderful place, already going on. The National Naval Officers Conference was here. Senator Ben Cardin had a town hall meeting. I was excited. I was talking to Tyrone the other day. Right before this happened, they were doing a pitch night where companies were pitching their products, and the winner was going to win $34,000.
Wow.
And so that actually happened right here inside STEM City USA. And again, this is just the beginning. I'm talking about this is really the very beginning. And so the possibilities are endless.
Yes.
And so we were excited. Now, let me tell you something about Allison Seymour. Christmas Eve, let me tell you something. When I met Allison Seymour.
This is our traditions.
I was trying to get a date before we started dating. And it happened to happen right around Christmas time.
Right.
Oh, no, my brother. She's like, my parents are in town and I don't do nothing during the holiday seasons. So I have to get with you. So we actually ended up having our first date in the brand new year.
Yes.
And we've been together for over 21 years. But so when Tyrone said, hey, would you guys, I said, I don't know, let me check. But Allison was so excited about the technology and the merger of history and the future and what it represented that she said yes. And so here we are.
And here we are. And so it's Christmas Eve. Once again, Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. Whether you celebrate Christmas or not, we're all here together. And it's our pleasure to be here and to kick off this amazing night tonight.
Definitely. So again, we talked about what's going to be happening on Friday nights in February. Let's remind, I think we have a little promo that gives you a little insight into what exactly that is. Let's check that out and we'll come right back. Black is Night movie nights. That's exactly what we're talking about right here in STEM City. Join us 10 o'clock every Friday this February for the STEM City Black is Night movie night event featuring classic Black films all month long.
I can't wait for it. Some of my favorites. I mean, growing up, just learning about all of the actors, the dancers, the Lena Hornes, the Nicholas brothers, these actors and actresses that really we don't see as much as we should on the Turner Classic Movies or whatever other movie stations that you watch. So what a beautiful opportunity, just sort of blending, like you said, the generations, the past and the present right here in February. I'm really looking forward to it.
And, that's the thing about, career communications and Tyrone. It's vision and education. Okay. Tyrone, he's about entertainment, but Tyrone always believes in giving you some information, some education. And that's why, a lot of this content that you're going to see, you may never have seen in your life, because again, like I said, it's not readily available. But also the entertainment values there, but also just the rich history. We're going to give that to you tonight and of course in February. But that's what we're gonna entertainment, but also information that you may not be aware of or that you need to be aware of. Babe, I'm seeing some of our friends. Rich Bryan is checking in. Merry Christmas, Rich. And Stephanie.
Christmas.
Okay, we go way back. Rich is Rich is a friend from way back, and Stephanie, Rich and Stephanie. Hello to you.
Merry Christmas, you too. So, you know what? Let's get into our first clip. You talked about entertainment.
Okay.
Who didn't love Showtime at the Apollo? I grew up watching it. I mean, were they going to get
it's
the hook?
Showtime at the Apollo?
Was Sandman going to get you off the stage? Was the crowd going to boo? I was always so nervous when the crowd booed. And they've been booing for a long time. I think the clip that we're going to start with is from way back in 1955. And
so we talk about, like you said, babe, so a lot of us remember Showtime at the Apollo, right? But let's give you some information that you may not know, because again, as people, we watch Showtime at the Apollo. I did not know this information we're about to share with you.
Right.
And so let's set the stage. It's 1955. Okay, so 1955, babe, before we even get into Apollo, let's set the table for what was happening on in the Black community in 1955.
Okay.
What was going on in 1955? Okay, on July 9th of 1955, E. Frederick Morrow became the first African-American to hold an executive position on the White House staff. Did I know that? I did not know that. And did you know that? I never learned that in class. I never heard that from anybody. Appointed administrative aide to President Eisenhower. Okay.
I did know some really tragic history. That's really the beginning, and let's talk about it. If you have a different date or a different opinion on this, that's what we're here to do. But the beginning of the modern civil rights movement that sparked when young Emmett Till was so tragically killed, right? We see that happen. We see Rosa Parks get inspired in all the work that she had been doing leading up to this moment. And so we see the bus boycotts after that in Alabama, and it really starts to turn the tide there. Yeah, she was very inspired by the tragedy about Emmett Till, of course, horribly brutally lynched down in Money, Mississippi.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. And it's that's 55.
Yes.
And the thing that always is just so shocking about all of this, the progress that we've made, it's that we were born in 66, basically just 10 years.
Yes.
10 years after that.
Right.
And look at where we are now, but at the same time, look at how far we still have to go.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. But again, what I love about what STEM City is going to offer is you're going to have content, you're going to have education, information, and conversations that a lot of times we just don't have. And I know in addition to, tonight, as we celebrate and we do, like I said, we have fun, it's so important that we just share great information.
Right. Well, we know what happened after the boycott. And also, did you know that there was a very landmark case? I did not know. It was basically the Supreme Court looking at school integration and the case, and this term with deliberate speed, because we know some things like what we're in right now with COVID, things seem so slowly, but that was a time of great change.
Wow.
And that was the year 1955. All of that happened then.
In 55. And babe, there's a juicy bit of information that I was not aware of, but I found out earlier that you're not aware of, that we're going to share after we see the first clip about the Apollo in 1955.
All right. Well, let's get into it now. You've seen this clip. You want to give the folks, our neighbors in STEM City, a little background here.
Okay. So, okay. Here we go. We're going, y'all. You ready to go? We're ready to go.
Let's get it.
Okay, I'm going to take you to Showtime at the Apollo, the Harlem Variety Review in 1955. All right. Now, what you're going to see, here's a fun fact, babe. In January 26, 1934, the Apollo Theater opened with the show Jazz a la Carte, headlined by Benny Carter and his orchestra, Ralph Cooper, and Ida Ward. So it's so interesting. I was just thinking, when I heard Benny Carter's name, I'm very familiar with Benny Carter because I played the saxophone growing up, and my mother, played him every Sunday as we were cleaning up.
Okay.
And I was just thinking, and back to how we all have been programmed, especially our generation.
Traditions.
You know what I'm saying? Benny Carter. So I knew who he was.
Right.
But he was not, he was, when I was listening to him, he was an old man. But just to think, that started off the Apollo Theater. And so we're going now, this first clip, we're going to go there live. William Stevens Bryant, you're going to see William Stevens Bryant, who was known as the mayor of Harlem, on stage with Nipsey Russell. Okay. And so in this clip, we're going to see, maybe it's a who's who of entertainment.
All right.
For those who don't know these names, just enjoy it. For those who do, check it out. And then get your grandmama, because she knows. If Big Mama, now look, it's
everybody's
Christmas
welcome
Eve.
in STEM City, USA.
Christmas Eve, so Big Mama is nearby. So
Yes.
Big Mama, like, baby, I don't know nothing about no computer. Look, Big Mama, just get in front of the screen, and here's some of the names, baby. As I mentioned, the mayor of Harlem is going to be on stage with Nipsey Russell. We got Duke Ellington in this clip. Okay, we got the Clovers. Miss Fanny is in the clip. Larry Donald is in this clip. Herb Jeffries. That name should be familiar. Dinah Washington. Come on now.
Yeah.
And also Amos Milbourne with the Boogie Woogie. And again, Duke Ellington, I think, wraps up the clip. So Are we ready to go?
Let's go.
Let's go to the Apollo. It's 1955. Lego.
Yes, it's showtime at the world-famous Apollo Theater, and we bring you the Harlem Variety Review. More about our show in just a moment.
That's me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, now listen. Now wait a minute. Now look. Go off. Now go ahead. Thank
Well,
you.
I just had a little poem I wanted to recite to the audience.
Well, you see, this isn't the place to do it because this is the beginning of the show, Harlem Variety Review. You know.
I don't think I'm going to get a chance to get on here. Just let me recite this poem.
You got a poem?
Got a poem.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's bear with him. All right, go ahead now.
The dentist pulled my tooth one day. A tack was on his chair. I felt a sharp pain, and I said, "Gee, doc, does the root go way down there?"
Now listen. Now, you stop that. You see, I'm the master of ceremonies.
Well,
Now you say
well,
your
you know,
poem now.
I like to be out here all the time, like you are on the show.
Yeah, well, you see, I'm the master of ceremonies. That's what they pay me for.
I can do that.
And you want to be out here with me?
Yeah, no, I want to be out here instead of you.
In other words, you would like to clip the wings of the bird.
No, Uncle
Now,
Willie.
that isn't fair. I like you.
What I have in mind, see,
What?
is just to tell the people about the musical magnificence of Duke Ellington in this show.
Now, wait a minute. Now, don't say things like that.
No?
You see, we want to keep all of our shows a surprise to our audience.
Well, could I
Now,
tell about the colorful stylings of Larry Darnell?
It would be all right, but not now. You've got to go because I'm the master of ceremonies.
How
See,
about the baritone excellence of Herb Jeffries?
Beautiful. Now, wait a minute. Now, stop. Don't pay any attention because he doesn't know what's going to happen. Now, you
Would
go
it be
ahead.
cheating if I told him about the magic dancing feet of Bill Bailey?
No, it wouldn't. Now, listen. Why do you do things like that? See, I get paid for doing this, and don't you get paid?
Yeah, but how about the unique harmonies of the Clovers? Just let me tell
No,
you.
no, please don't. He really don't know what he's talking about. Nipsey, please go. You don't feel well. I know you don't. You have a fever. Go away.
Could I make one announcement about the queen of the jukeboxes, Dinah Washington?
Yeah, no, of course not. Now, that isn't very fair at all, Nipsey. You see, we try to keep our shows a surprise, as I told you before.
Yeah.
Because we want the audience to always be ready for something great, because that's what Harlem Variety Review does. Say, for instance, like now, we're going to present a man who's admired, brother. See, you got me talking crazy. By millions and millions of people.
Duke Ellington.
Now, wait a minute. Not only people that he has listened to his music and danced to his music, but to his fellow musicians and performers. They love him.
Talking about Duke Ellington.
Yeah, now, wait a minute. You see, you mustn't say these things like that, because Duke Ellington... Now, you see, you've got me singing, but this man is, without a doubt, the greatest.
Duke Ellington.
Yeah, now, listen, stop that. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you at this time...
Duke Ellington.
Yeah, come on and get out of here. Forget about that. You know, my job as master of ceremonies is to try and keep everybody happy, but really I'm a little worried now because there might be a little fight any minute. You see, it seems there's a very charming lady in town by the name of Fanny, and all of the Clovers are saying, Miss Fanny, please be mine. Now, I don't know who she's going to choose, but I'll let them settle it. And here they are, the Clovers.
Walk down the street, she walks so rude, she talks so sweet. Hey, Miss Fanny, you sure look fine. Tell me, please, will you be mine? Hey, now, Miss Fanny. Hey, now, please be mine. You've become my heart disease. Listen to me, baby, please. You got me just mad for you. Please don't drive me crazy, too. Hey, now, Miss Fanny. Hey, now, please be mine. Let's go out and have a ball. I love you, baby, that ain't all. I don't care what your mama say. We'll have a good time anyway. Hey, now, Miss Fanny. Hey, now, please be mine. Please be mine. You're sweet, and so are you. I'm just crazy about the way you do. My heartstrings just go sing, sing. Every time you strut that thing. Hey now, Miss Fanny. Hey now, please be mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the most sensational song stylists on records today. And when he walks on the stage, oh, do they swoon? Woo! Why should I stand here and act crazy? I'll let you see for yourself. And here he is, Larry Darnell. Come in, Larry. Hi, buddy.
Are you really?
Oh, it's nice seeing you again, kid.
Nice seeing you.
You know, I'm mighty happy that you're on the show with us, and because I know they're in for a real treat. What are you going to sing for us?
Don't go.
No, I'm not going. I just want to find out what you're going to sing for.
Don't go.
Don't go. I'm not going anywhere. What's the name of the song?
What's the name of the song?
Don't go. Well, look out. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Don't go, don't go, don't play that wheel. Don't go, don't go, don't play that wheel. If I lose you, baby, I don't know what I'll do. It's you I love and you're the one for me. Yes, it's you I love and you're the one for me. If you ever leave me, I'll be helpless as a man can be. I want to be right where you are. I'll follow you near or far. Don't go, don't go, don't play that wheel. If I lose you, baby, I don't know what I'll do. Right, give me my money, stay home every night. Forget those things I used to do. That's all my love belongs to you. Don't go, don't play the fool. If I lose you, baby, I don't know what I'll do.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, every once in a while a great singer comes along and really makes the grade. I mean, in this case, here's a good-looking guy, a fabulous style of singing, and, well, the girls just say, woo, when they sing it. Suppose I let you see for yourself. Here he is, Herb Jeffries.
Baby, won't you please come home? Know your little daddy's all alone. I have tried in vain, never no more to call your name. When you left, you broke your daddy's heart. That will never make us part. Every hour in the day, you can hear your daddy say, baby, won't you please come home? Need your loving. Baby, won't you please come home? Baby, won't you please come on home? No, your little daddy all alone. I have tried in vain, never no more to call your name. Well, you left, you broke your daddy's heart. That will never make us part. Every hour in the day, you can hear your daddy say, oh, baby, won't you please come on home? Daddy needs your loving. Oh, baby, won't you please come on home?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's always a pleasure to present this next recording star, because every jukebox throughout the country is carrying her voice. We're going to present her to you in person now to sing one of her famous record hits. And here she is, Miss Dinah Washington.
What a night. Oh, what a night it was. It really was such a night. The moon was bright. Oh, how bright it was. It really was such a night. The night was alive with stars above. And when he kissed me, I had to fall in love. It was a kiss. Oh, what a kiss it was. It really was such a kiss. How he could kiss. What a kiss it was. It really was such a kiss. Just the thought of his lips set me afire. I reminisce, and I'm filled with desire. Well, I gave my heart to him in sweet surrender. How well I a night came the dawn, and my heart had his love, and the night was gone. But I'll never forget that kiss in the moonlight. Ooh, such a kiss. Oh, such a night. Well, I gave my heart to him in sweet surrender. How well I remember. I'll always remember that night. Oh, what a night it was, it really was such a night. Came the dawn, and my heart had his love, and the night was gone. But I'll never forget his kiss in the moonlight. Such a kiss. Oh, such a night. Well, he's gone, gone, gone. Yes, he's gone, gone, gone. Came the dawn, 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 and the night was gone. Yes, my heart was gone, and my love was gone. But before the morn, oh, yeah, ooh, ah, yeah, ah, such a night.
Familiar strains couldn't be nobody but Amos Milburn. It is Amos Milburn. Say, Amos, where was you going the other night when I saw you walking down the street?
Oh, I wasn't going nowhere, Willie. I've been moved on.
You know, I sure would like to latch on to some of that fine boogie-woogie piano playing tonight.
You mean some of that fast boogie?
That's what I mean.
Well, that's what I mean.
Here.
Well, if you want to hear something different out of place, it's just no beat. Knock out bass. The global music got it on 8 feet flat. Now you remember me, kids, don't beat me daddy's shack. And it's better than chicken fried and bacon grease. Come along with me, boys, just down the road of peace. While I walk on down the road of peace.
That's what I mean.
Open every night from about 12 to 6. If you want some boogie-woogie rhythm, you get your lead. Put the 8 feet to you like an old steam drill. Yes, come on with me, kids, before they lose their lead. It's just down the road, a peace ride.
When this curtain opens, if you just give with a warm reception, like I think you're going to, for this artist, you're really going to see something. And here he is, Duke Ellington.
Classic. It
Love it.
doesn't get better than that.
Dinah Washington's voice every time.
Isn't it amazing?
Every time.
It's so crazy because you see kind of how, talking about history, the sophistication
Oh,
of a Duke Ellington,
yes.
right? But then it's the 50s. So it was a
Mhm.
transition because, Count Basie, Duke Ellington, the jazz age was so prominent. Again, a little bit more sophisticated with the suits and the arrangements and the even the chord progressions. And then, baby, you were looking up Amos Milburn, Mr. Boogie Woogie.
Yes.
And Mr. Boogie Woogie really kind of represented the rock and roll as rock and roll was coming. More simple, kind of a more danceable, you know what I mean?
Last album was in the 70s, 72.
And that's something, so
Yes.
it kind of like started to transition from get away from the sophisticated, get in more to the rock and roll era,
Right.
but just, so great.
Birthplace of pop, rock, all of it.
All of
right
it.
there, and all these classic acts right here at the Apollo. So I really enjoyed that.
Definitely. And this is just a taste of what you'll be getting every Friday night. Let's do our shout outs. We got a ton of shout outs.
Okay. Thank you. And and come on, while you're getting that together, remember you can talk to us, get your shout outs. The number is 410-244-7101. We want to hear from you. Let's talk.
HBCU Nation shouting us out,
Yes,
baby. HBCUs, hey.
Come on.
I did not go, but we are paying for a child, and Allison is Miss HBCU.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that. That's a real title. I'm just playing. Anyway, shout out to HBCU Nation. I'm glad you're with us.
All right, Troy Johnson. Of course, Troy is going
Uncle
to be checking
Troy.
in because Troy is the king of edutainment.
Oh.
Troy Johnson loves some entertainment, but you better give me some information.
Yes.
Shout out to my brother, Troy Johnson. Love you so much. He's in Mississippi, a sultry 68 degrees. And he says, Merry Christmas and Happy Kwanzaa.
Merry Christmas, Troy.
Also, shout out, Bo Leslie is checking us out. What's up, Bo? Also, Barry and Tia locked in. Hey, Barry and Tia.
Hey.
We last saw them at the event the other night.
Right.
Awesome. Also, Edith Taborn, Tyrone's mom, and Lucille Taborn, his sister, locked in. Dr. T's family is on. I saw Miss Edith was checking in on some of those live performances. I know she's loving that.
It's a family affair.
Black Facts checking in, and Happy Kwanzaa from Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy. Till you dies in the house, babe. You representing Brooklyn tonight?
Well, no, I don't do that. I don't play with that. I was born in Brooklyn, but I don't play with that.
Don't be
That's
scared,
serious.
baby. You scared?
That's serious. I'm scared.
Babe, you were born in Brooklyn. You have a right. You have a birthright. Go ahead and say it.
Yes, I was born in Brooklyn. And then I left at 6 months. So I don't know if I don't do it, but shout out, much respect. Do. You know what? So you talked about the Taborn's family checking in. This is what this is all about. And we've been talking about traditions and asking you to share your traditions. It's Christmas Eve. One of our traditions, Marc always reads to the kids "'Twas the Night Before Christmas."
Yes.
So we'll do that. We open up that one gift. And
we got the one gift? I thought it was just the stockings.
That's what we're doing. We're doing the one
gift. The one gift. You can't open up any of yours for me tonight.
Okay, well then I won't. You can open up one of yours for me.
Okay. I'm not doing it.
So we want to hear about your traditions and all that, and we know it goes way back. So look, when we talk about the Black experience in America, right?
Oh, here we go now.
Well, when you're talking about Christmas time in the Black experience, a lot has been made of what the traditions were surrounding our the shoulders that we stand on every single day, the enslaved Africans here in America, right?
Yes.
And they talk about Christmas and the traditions, and often Christmas was that time where the slave owners gave a couple days off of the never-ending, back-breaking, brutal work that the enslaved men and women and children did every day of the year. So Christmas time was this time, right? To just maybe you could see your family, maybe you could travel a little bit to do that. Maybe you can just sing those songs, eat the foods that you might not eat or what have you. It was also a time, because this is the spirit of Black people. Also the time that many people planned escapes because maybe old Massa was doing something else and we're going to get out of here. But then it was also followed up by what was the most heartbreaking time, of course, which is when families were split apart. You didn't know what was going to happen on that first day of the new year. So Christmas is just, it means so much. But you know what? Throughout all of that and throughout all of the experiences of all Black people in this country, then free and enslaved, it was that spirit, that resilience that has us
Exactly.
here today.
A way
And
out
that's
of
what
no
we
way.
celebrate. A way out of no way, joy out of just abject pain. So
Yeah.
we celebrate that today. It's a high note. We are grateful today.
And babe, I think when we say celebrate, when I talk to Dr. Taborn, he's so excited about the metaverse. Why? Why are we so excited about the metaverse? Because he was saying, Mark, in this 2D world, we can do what we want to do. We unencumbered. If it's selling,
new traditions.
you're talking about we talk a Black Wall Street, talking about a space where you can set up your business and you can sell your business and nobody is going to interfere with you.
And in STEM City, we could be together all the time.
We can be together all the time. Educating, learning, selling. It is an opportunity to really thrive and really build that dream situation. And so that's why we're so excited to be a part of it.
Right.
And really, it's unlimited. Unlimited. And I think we are definitely in a point where people are ready. The COVID has kind of pushed us inside,
right?
But it also has created. Here we go. So
and we're all together, and it's important to note. And I mentioned this before, but this is one of the first operational 2D metaverses in the whole world.
All right,
so we're starting with that. But then you might say, okay, well, what exactly is a metaverse? It's kind of like the Doja coin or Bitcoin. Like, what are we talking about right here? So you actually had a really in-depth sit-down interview to talk about it. And we're about to see it, but can you tell us about it?
Sure, yeah. Dr. Taborn and I had a chance to get together on for a television interview. And actually, we were talking just like this. And I said, man, I got to get you on to talk about what the metaverse is. And so we're actually on the metaverse, talking about the metaverse. And so I think we have the interview here. Let's take a look at it. Dr. Tyrone Taborn, welcome to Great Day, Washington. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, Mark, and thank you on this most beautiful day.
Man, so Doc, okay, what is the metaverse?
Imagine a movie. Right now, you're sitting there, you're watching a movie. It's passive. The metaverse is you going into the movie. So you leave your chair and you actually go into the television, on the movie screen. But here's the key. Once you're in there, you're actually making the movie in real time and interacting with other people in the movie. That creates the metaverse. It's all around you. You're in merge. You can go to it anytime and you can interact with other people all in real time.
And so, Dr. Taborn, I think especially people in my generation, feel like, well, that's something that's developing over here and it doesn't really impact my life. But the thing about it is I'm starting to see banks advertise metaverse connections and virtual connections. I'm starting to see it pop up. Facebook just changed their name to Meta. And I think it's one of those things that you can't really avoid it. And I think so that's why we wanted to have you on to talk about it, because it's coming. And actually, it's best to be on top of it. A lot of people still say WW when they're talking about a web address. And so how do we, as regular people, get ready for the metaverse? How can we slowly, get acclimated to this new world?
Well, Mark, let me tell you this. The first thing is to realize that what's happened in your generation and our parents' generation, change used to be slow, like a frog being in boiling water. Eventually the frog would get cooked because it never knew the temperature was going up. In our lifetime, change is radical. It's happening so quickly. So the first thing we have to understand is that change is happening right this second. The metaverse is a tear in the fiber of our society. And the reason it's happening is because of the pandemic. Without the pandemic, you would not have the metaverse happening as rapidly as it's happening. And why is that? Because of the pandemic, we had to have social closeness and physical distancing, which meant everybody is using video conferencing. And because of video conferencing, everyone is consuming knowledge in a way they weren't doing 2 years ago. Hence, new industry, new opportunities, and everybody's rushing for the metaverse. Let me tell you why this is so important. It's like the gold rush. Everybody's at the beginning. It's all equal, and whoever gets there first can win.
This is exciting, but it's still, I think people will say, so what do I do? Where do I start? Where do we start?
Well, the first thing to start is to begin looking at everyday applications and what you're doing now. A metaverse is a community. So the first thing that you want to do, if it depends on where you want to play in the metaverse. So let me just break it down very quickly. If you want to look at the metaverse as job opportunities, there's a lot of new programming that is going to be critical that can lead to jobs from 80,000 to up to 200,000. Unity, 3D Vista, SketchUp, all of these metaverse kind of software that needs to be developed. If you're an investor, you can start investing in things like Microsoft, Unity Software, Autodesk. Those stocks are blowing up because people are pushing toward the metaverse itself. If you're in a community and you want to create new softwares and new communities, here's a real opportunity to develop applications. So there's tons of areas from education, job training, and investment and finance. And we could spend hours on this, but I just want to tell you, those are three major avenues in which an everyday citizen can actively participate in what is happening now, the metaverse.
Yes, there it is.
Yes, remember, oh my goodness, I cannot wait for February. So we know February, Black History Month, right? We are bringing it to life right here with some entertainment because that's Black History too. Don't forget, join us every Friday during the month of February for the STEM City Blackest Night Movie Night event. Looking forward to it.
And so, you know, again, talking to Dr. Tabor and people, the metaverse is STEM City USA. Okay, that's what it is. It's basically this platform, STEM City USA, is the metaverse. And again, what I love about, you know, if you know Dr. Tabor, which we've known him for years.
Yes.
So this is what we're doing is 2D right now, 2D. You know, so you're watching via your computer, probably, or even your phone or, you know, tablet or whatever, right? But also, STEM City USA is also a 3D. So for those who have the Oculus glasses.
He was excited, y'all.
Yes, the Oculus glasses. So imagine with Oculus, you're in there, you're actually in there walking around. Hey, Allison, how you doing? You know,
Yeah.
And so this is
I'm not gonna be sounding like that, though.
Hey, Allison, how you doing?
I'm gonna just be like me. That's the beauty of it.
This is it, man. And so yes, and so people, I think, still it's like, I don't exactly understand it. It's basically allowing you to almost live on another level of reality.
So we know we're like Ready Player One. That's what we're doing.
Well, go ahead, girl.
We're Ready Player One.
You know, you didn't watch that with me the other day, by the way. And of course, we have some more shout outs, but let's get them in real quick.
Okay.
So we got, you saw Imani Kennedy wanted to shout out to her mom, Dee. I love the fact that both are in.
Yes.
Mom is in and Imani. Larry from Atlanta is saying,
Larry.
What's up? Also, Johnny Wilson, Dr. T, continued success on behalf of the military. All right. Okay. Also, Tony Robinson, you know, go Dr. T, Gene, and CCG Power Team. Merry Christmas. Yes. You know, this is exciting. It feels futuristic, but it also feels old school, doesn't it?
Because it's family.
You know, right.
It's family. We're just getting together.
An old school feel.
That's right.
And we just got to, again, we're watching Showtime at the Apollo. So that nugget I told you about Showtime at the Apollo, I got this. You kind of snuck and saw it. Okay. But you ready for the nugget?
Let me hear it.
And so we talked about 1955. That was the first year that Showtime at the Apollo was televised. And so that, now we don't know, again, we don't know if we're showing you, you know, if they were the first, it was actual first show, but that's interesting to know because again, we grew up with it.
Oh yeah.
It had been on that long,
Right.
on television, starting in 34 and then Showtime, you know, on television in 55.
And the Apollo is still there today.
Still there today. And another nugget that was interesting, speaking of, I saw Tony. Steve Harvey hosted Showtime at the Apollo for 7 years. So, of course, he's gone on to greater things, too. Also hosted a Success Through Education, a career communications group TV series in the 90s.
All right.
Career communications have been in this game for a minute.
Yes.
And so, again, shout out to the CCG crew who saw the talent in Steve Harvey back then. Wait a minute.
All in the same universe.
Babe, and they see the talent in us right now.
Okay. We're putting ourselves in with Steve
So
Harvey.
I'm just saying, Steve Harvey hosted the show. We hosting something.
Anything is possible.
You never know.
In STEM City, USA. So look, we're talking about the Apollo. Before we get into the second clip with all these stars that we know from back in the day, did you have any standouts for you? You know, I love biographies.
Yes.
So for me, like I just got finished with Mariah Carey's. She sang Vision of Love in the 90s there.
I remember she was 19 years old.
Michael Jackson, Jackson 5 when they were kids. And then he would go on to do a performance, a private one, but in the 2000s. And then who could forget young Lauryn Hill getting booed off the stage? I don't know if she got the hook, but at 13, yeah, but look at what happened. So
well, in that story, I think the Luther Vandross story, I think was the 4 times that he didn't win at the Apollo. I think that might be, at this point, it might be I don't know, it's mixed in. I know he performed at the Apollo. Because I think I saw him doing an interview and say, I did not lose all these times. But if Luther loses,
he set the record straight.
Then I mean, who beat Luther?
Right. Who beat Luther?
You know?
And then who could forget the Sandman? And then also, what was her name? Candy? That she came on there.
I know, I'm
blank.
blank. What is her name? I know y'all know.
Help me out. Yeah.
I met her a couple times.
Right.
You met her too. She came to the station.
Did she?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I can't think of her name.
All
so,
right.
baby, if you had to perform at the Apollo, okay.
Yeah.
You gonna sing?
I'm gonna sing.
Go ahead, baby. What would I do?
I'm not gonna do any magic tricks. I'm not gonna do any jokes and all of that. I know people are successful. Bill Cosby was, of course, one of the legendary comedians at the Apollo. Yeah, but anyway, so yeah, if I had a voice, I would sing.
I'm gonna sing at the Apollo.
He's gonna play the saxophone.
No, I would probably. You know what? Let's see. No, I probably would sing.
Okay.
Something like this. The first Noel.
So can we talk about who we're going to see?
The angels would say.
Okay, that sounds
was
nice.
to certain poor shepherds in fields that they lay.
You want to get us on that Steve Harvey platform, right? So let's just introduce who we're going to see in this next Apollo clip.
Okay, so the next clip. Are you ready, babe?
I am.
Okay, we're going to see Lionel Hampton. Hamp, one of my mom's favorite.
Yeah.
You got Delta Rhythm Boys. You got Martha Davis. You got Nat King Cole, Nipsey Russell, Willie Bryant, the mayor of Harlem.
And I just want to say, I don't know if you're like me, but I'm Googling everybody that I don't know.
I know.
Finding out about these legendary entertainers, because if you didn't know the name before, so everybody has such a fantastic, interesting backstory.
So many
back in the day.
And so many interesting, like you said, twists and turns. So Herb Jeffries, we saw Herb Jeffries, the baritone sing, right? But I remember Herb Jeffries was the movie guy.
Okay.
And so I was looking into, like you said, had to look up the background. So Herb Jeffries was this movie star, was this singer, and had an interesting kind of background because, he's very fair skinned. And so back then, he basically, a lot of people passed back then, and they accused him of passing at one point because he was saying basically, look, I'm only 1/80th African American.
Really
He said my stepfather was, and so
he's on that John B. Robin Thicke back in the day. He was the original, right? So I don't mean that, you know what I'm saying. It's the Bobby Caldwell of his time. Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah.
All right. So let's get into the second clip from the Apollo.
You know what? My wife is hilarious. In addition to being beautiful, funny, brilliant, she is hilarious.
He loves me.
You should have told some jokes on the Apollo. All right. So yes, let's go ahead and get into our next clip. And I think we start off with Lionel Hampton.
Yes, it's showtime at the world-famous Apollo Theater, and we bring you the Harlem Variety Review. More about our show in just a moment. Here's a fellow to tell you all about our show, Harlem's mayor and favorite son, that clown prince of mirth, Willie Bryant.
That's me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, with another star-studded show for your entertainment. We've got singing, dancing, comedy that's really the greatest. What's that? Oh, yes, and music, too. And it looks like somebody is anxious to get started. And, well, it's not him, I'll tell you.
I won't.
Hey, buddy.
I voted, but I won't.
I'm glad you won't. But look, the pool room is in the next block. Now, keep going.
What do you mean, pool room?
I know, but this is a theater. See, I'm trying to get ready to put the show on here.
I've spent all my money, all of my time.
That's too bad. And now you're going to worry me.
I voted, but I will not sell it.
Perfectly all right. Now, ladies and gentlemen.
You think you would sell it?
No, I don't know what it is. If you don't want to sell it, don't sell it. It's all right with me.
If you got all of your money invested in something, would you sell it?
Yeah, well, unless I got the money for it, I mean. Don't sell it at a loss. I can understand that.
I wouldn't sell it.
Well, it's perfectly all right with me.
I will not sell it.
Yeah, now, look, buddy.
They are trying to run me crazy and trying to make me sell it.
Now, you're trying to get even because you're trying to do it to me now. Stop. Look, I'm trying to do a show now. Please, go away.
Are you trying to do a show?
Yes, I'm going to put a show on.
And they are trying to take everything from me.
Don't let them take it. Give it to them.
Give it to them.
Get out of here.
Give it.
Yeah, that's why. Don't give it to them. Keep it. Don't sell it.
Would you sell it?
Now, no, I wouldn't sell it.
I wouldn't sell it. I voted, and I would not sell it.
You bought it?
Yes.
You want to keep it?
Yes, I'm going to keep it.
You don't want to sell it?
I'm not going to sell it.
It's yours.
It's mine.
I don't blame you.
You don't?
No. What do you...
I'm not going to sell it.
You're not going to sell what?
The Brooklyn Bridge.
Oh, that's man Dan Wallen. But don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. He'll be all right as soon as the plane comes down. Well, we might as well get to rolling with our show. And we've got a musical aggregation that's really going to knock you out. We want you to sit back down, relax, and start swinging because this is the swinginest man in the country or in the world. So here he is, the one and only Lionel Hampton, that crazy man, and the Vibes. Lionel! benefit of those who may not have a subway in their city, I'd like to explain to you what a subway is, because it's something, it's the greatest thing in the world for anyone who wants to go in training for a fight to get used to the subways, because you have to fight your way to work, you have to fight your way back home, and when you get home, you're really tired, and you'll fight anyone that says subway to you. Now, a subway is something that's down on the ground, and it's, well, maybe I better let the Delta Rhythm Boys explain it to you vocally. What do you say? The Delta Rhythm Boys in Take the A Train.
Well, get aboard the A Train to take a little ride around the city. Brooklyn, our Broadway train. You see that old New York, mighty pretty. Take your baby subway ride. That's where romance may be high. Forget your car or airplane. You'll find that it'll pay to take the A train. You take your baby to Harlem. You're bound to find a hall up on Sugar Hill where everyone's having a solid ball. You board that A train and you ride till you dig this number on 45th Street. Well, the cats meet closing on the stroll. Pop, there really is there. That's the riff, that's the band don't play. It's groovy to help get saved, and you know that you're in Harlem. You got to get on that A train, and you will have a ball. Yeah, if you're looking for rhythm, you'll find it on Sugar Hill. Now that you know just how to get up there, dig up a dime and you got your fare. If you want to go to happy Harlem, you take the A train that goes uptown and ride, ride, ride. Wait until you get on Sugar Hill. You jump for joy till you get your fill. Have you got your money in your hand? Then hurry, don't you miss that train. Oh man, yes you must take the A train, Valley train. You make it on time. Go to Sugar Hill, way up in Harlem. Better hurry, hurry, get aboard the train.
Real great quartet. You agree with me? Thank you. I guess that sort of explains to you the boys' way of telling you that the A train will really get you uptown in a good tempo. Speaking of tempos, I got a real good tempo for you now. And if you're not acquainted with the fine piano playing of this next artist, I bet after you see and hear, you'll never forget her. What a unique style. She's real terrific. Cute little personality, very warm. Are you ready for her? So let's get together. Nice round of applause for Martha Davis and her spouse.
I was having a party the other night, and from what they say, everything turned out all right. The band was in a mellow groove, and all the chicks were on the move. Well, the refreshments were good and everything, and we entertained ourselves as best as we could. Now, Amanda Jones, she was tall and lean, and she took off just like a washing machine. But she forgot she was just about doing her best when she had on a real long dress. And then when she slipped and she fell on her head, we had to pick her up and put her in the bed. She went bippity-bippity-bop, a bippity-bippity-bop, a bippity-bippity-bop, a bop-bop. Second verse, little words. Now, Nellie Lou, she turned up her nose. She said, I can do that with my eyes closed. Now, you catch up on this jive. That's what I'm just about getting ready to put down. Now, she says, look out, boys. We're going to do this and that. And then all of a sudden, we heard a crack. And poor old Nellie, she fell on her back. So we picked her up, rubbed her with a little alcohol, and put her in a chair, propped her up against the wall. She went bippity-bippity-bop, a bippity-bippity-bop, a bippity-bippity-bop, a bop-bop. Third verse, almost like the first. Now, Susie Jane, she was fat and sassy. She had too much to drink and her eyes were glassy. She stumbled out and she started to faint, and then she did a pretty good job of doing the shake. Well, she went over the top and did a buck and wing, and she did the Highland swing and the Lindy hop and all those things. And just when everybody started hollering for more, poor Susie slipped and fell on the floor. She went bippity-bippity-bop, a bippity-bippity-bop, a bippity-bippity-bop, a bop-bop, instrumental solo. Now walk it, look at her. That's Susie Jane walking, look at her. Now Sophronia B, she let out a roar. She said, lock the windows and lock the door. There ain't a gal around for miles who can put down what I'm getting ready to put down. And I'll bet there ain't a man alive that can pick up on this real melojive. That ain't what puzzled me. I wonder just how she picked up on that energy. Well, folks, I'd like to make it clear we had to pull her down from the chandelier. She went bippity-bippity-bop, a bippity-bippity-bop, a bippity-bippity-bop, a bop-bop. One more time. She went bippity-bippity-bop, a bippity-bippity-bop, a bippity-bippity-bop, a bop-bop.
For inviting me up here to Harlem Variety Review. Now that I'm here, I want to sing a song dedicated to my girlfriend entitled, I'm Glad, My Dear, I Made You Cry. Your face looks cleaner now. You will no doubt notice that I am sartorially resplendent for this occasion. How you like this suit, huh? All right. The suit from Lord & Taylor. Lord & Taylor. Taylor made it, and Lord knows I need it. The hat, of course, you can see is a Dunlap. Done all it could and then lapped down around my eye. I'm telling you, I almost didn't make it. Didn't make it. I came up, I think I got the wrong subway. I got the Lenox instead of the other one, you know. I got off, I saw a little bunch of kids standing there. I walked over to one of them, I touched him on the shoulder. I said, hey, Junior, can you tell me where the Apollo Theater is? He said, I don't know. You don't know? I said, well, where is 7th Avenue and 125th Street? I said, I don't know. I said, well, can you tell me where the 8th Avenue subway is? I don't know. I said, well, gee whiz, kid, you don't know anything, do you? I said, well, I know I ain't lost. I'm very glad that it came, though. Just look at all the beautiful girls. Beautiful girls everywhere. And I always say, if any of you girls are lonely, Available Jones is my middle name. I always said, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, his oxen thou shalt not slaughter, but thank the Lord it is no sin to covet thy neighbor's daughter. Willie Bryant called me up last week. He said, hey, Nip. He said, rush up to the place. Said, I dug up a couple of chicks for us. I don't know how long they had been dead, but I know he dug them up from the way they looked. You should have seen that creature he had for me. He had a girl for me was so ugly, she stuck her head out the door and they arrested her for indecent exposure. She was so skinny, we were walking down the street and a fella touched his friend and said, hey, look, old Nip's building a girl. He's got the frame up already. And would you believe it? As skinny as she was, she had the brazen audacity to put on a black evening dress. Put this black dress on, grabbed me by the arm, you know. We walked through the doorway of the nightclub. The waiter touched me on the shoulder and said, hey, buddy, you'll have to check your umbrella. But I'll tell you one thing, she could eat. Oh, this child could board. We walked in the restaurant. She ordered everything on the menu but the printer's name, and she couldn't make that out, you know. Food came. She leaped in the tray like she was mad with it. Halfway through the meal, she took a deep breath and said, oh, this is the nicest food I have ever tasted. I said, oh, then you have eaten before, huh? Biscuits were disappearing so fast, I thought she was a magician. She reached in that chicken plate so many times, she stopped saying, excuse me, and started saying, forgive me. I said, baby, did you ever have indigestion? She said, no, but I'll try a little, put it on the plate. When they told me I was coming up here to appear on the Harlem Variety Review, they said, Nipsey said, you know you're a comedian, you're going on the Harlem Variety Review, what are you going to talk about? I said, well, I'm going to talk about 5 minutes. I think I've done that now, so I'm leaving. Don't applaud for me. If you enjoyed me, send donations. Tally ho. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the country's most outstanding song stylists, or might I add, one of the world's greatest song stylists. A man who has reached the top of the ladder of success in recent years. And when a song is to be done superbly to perfection, ladies and gentlemen, there's only one, Nat King Cole.
I can't forget the night I met you. That's all I'm dreaming of. But now you call it madness, but I call it love. You made a promise to be faithful by all the stars above. But now you call it madness, but I call it love. My heart is beating, it keeps repeating for you constantly. You're all I'm needing, so I am pleading. Please come back to me. You made a plaything out of romance. And what were you thinking of? For now you call it madness, but I call it love. Plaything out of romance. And what were you thinking of? For now you call it madness, but call it love.
Mitch, I'm certainly glad that you're back on the show with us.
Oh, I'm glad to be back.
You know, you're a young boy. You've got a great future.
Sure.
Makes me very happy when I just stand back in the wings and watch you and listen to you make the people laugh. You know, you got a long ways to go, son.
Yeah.
I want you to save your money.
Save my money.
It's hard getting, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I want to give you a little fatherly advice.
Fatherly advice.
When you save a lot of money, invest it wisely.
I will sell.
Yeah.
I will sell. I'm going to unload. I will sell.
Oh, no.
Bean, cement, and everything. I'm on load.
Yeah, not again.
Yes, I'm on load.
Pardon me, Nipsey.
You want to buy?
No, not me. No, not
I'm
me.
going to sell.
Well, go ahead and sell. Now, let us
I got to sell.
Yeah, you just go ahead and sell.
You don't know what trouble I'm in. I got to sell.
You really have to sell?
I will sell.
You mean it?
Yes.
And you'll sell at a bargain?
At a bargain.
Would you excuse me a minute, Nipsey?
Sure, go ahead.
I'll unload.
Come over here.
Well, I'll unload.
Yeah, look. Now, I think I think I can get a sale for you.
You do?
But after all, I'm going to have to be an agent in this deal.
Oh, an agent, huh?
Will I get my cut?
Cut?
Yeah.
You will get half of everything.
Half of everything?
Half of everything.
I don't want half of what you bought. I want half of what you're going to get.
Well, I want to sell, I don't care what you get,
I got the man for you.
You got the man for me?
Come on over here.
Talk to me.
Nipsey.
Yeah.
I don't know whether or not you've ever met this chap here.
Montana Morgan?
Yeah. You know him?
Old friend of mine.
Oh, I know Nipsey.
We went to different schools together.
You did?
Yeah.
Hey, that's nice. It's strange that I should sort of bring you guys together like this on a deal.
Yeah.
I bet you didn't know that he had something to sell.
You got something to sell?
Oh, and you're willing to invest, aren't you?
Well, I'm looking for a good investment.
See, he's got some money,
We got some money?
and he wants to sell.
I'll unload.
You will?
I will sell.
You said everything.
Yes.
Cement,
Cement,
beams, rocks, stones.
atmosphere, and everything.
Sounds good. This is a good, solid investment.
Solid investment.
Suppose you kids get together and talk it over.
Oh,
huh?
you come,
Yeah, go ahead.
Come here.
Show good.
I'm going to tell you something.
Now, here he is, ladies and gentlemen, once again, that sensational man of rhythm to play another great number for you, Lionel Hampton.
Excellence.
Classic.
That's all you can. That's all I can think
So
about.
good.
excellence, when you talk about it was almost like, I think we're at a time where African Americans, we were making statements of greatness. You know, the moves that were made, it was showing the world we got something to prove. You know, we're showing you who we are, what we can do. And that, again, that was just Lionel Hampton, that wrap up was just great because, first of all,
who can make the vibe sing like that? Who thought that was hot? And he made it all the way hot.
And you know that was on purpose too. You know, I'm sure he was this amazing percussionist. But he was like, yeah, I'm good at this. I'm gonna go ahead and do something a little special.
And he did it for so long. You know, also Willie Bryant, that was the name of the mayor of Harlem, right? The host, the Nick Cannon before Nick Cannon. He talked, when he was talking to Nipsey Russell, all I could think of was watching him as a child on the game shows and, like, you know, in the 70s or what have you. Of course, in the Wiz. And so his career, he said, you know, you have a career, but, you know, save your money, whatever, joking, part of the act. But interesting to know, his career lasted from 1952 to 2005.
Wow.
To 2005. So just like legendary, making us proud. Again, the shoulders that we stand on. It's such a great look back on this Christmas Eve.
Definitely. And we'll just do our shout outs. You know, we got.
Oh, wait a minute. I got one more.
Okay.
Martha Davis. I was not familiar with Martha Davis, and I looked up her history. You know, she was on the piano, whatever. I'm gonna just go ahead and call her the mother of rap, the mother of women rappers. That's who she was.
So talented. I think she studied under Fats Waller.
Right.
And, you know, funny and creative, unique. Something else that we're not gonna, you know, get too down, baby. You also, as we Googled the people or looked up a lot of people, many of them died too soon. And we know the struggles that many had. And because just being Black in America during that time, in any time, you know, comes with it, a whole bunch comes with it, but amazing talent.
But the joy just cannot be suppressed. So that's what we have done tonight. Just brought you a little joy.
And let's bring shout outs real quick. Rod Carter in the building. What's up, Rod?
Hey, Rod.
The Marsha Jews, you know, beautiful Marsha Jews. Hey, Marsha. Big Mike Hill, retired Air Force from Dayton, Ohio. He says shout out to Bea and also Wilberforce University and also the HBCUs.
Right.
Rondi Griffin in the Rondi has been such a supporter of everything that we do. Rondi, appreciate you. Happy holidays. And he also says, you can see the puppies in the background, babe.
Oh yeah.
And also
Lady
Joyce
Bird.
and Kip Ward are locked in tonight. I see Donnie Glover is he says Merry Christmas everybody. And the McClaredons also, Demetrius is in Waldorf checking in also.
So we have to, as we wrap it up, because that is sadly our time together on this Christmas Eve, because we got to get to this one present and you got to get to reading and all that. But also a special shout out to the man who made all of this possible, right?
Yes, Dr. T.
Honors?
Yes, Tyrone Taborn. Thank you for your vision, Doc. I mean, we are excited. This is an amazing journey. And again, this started in your head, bridging the past to the future. This is going to be a heck of a journey, and I'm so glad that we're part of it. And everybody tonight, thank you for being part of history and just more great things to come in February, especially.
Tyrone, of course, the CCG of STEM City. Let's go ahead and call him the mayor of STEM City. Okay, that's just what we're going to do it. So again, you know, we just wish you the happiest of holidays. It has really been a very it's been frustrating this year. We thought 2020 was going to be, you know, we were going to leave all of this, what we're going through as the world. We thought we were going to leave it behind in 2020, but here comes 2021. But still, just like this evening, we find the joy in being together and being grateful and celebrating what we have. So we just want to thank all of you for being with us tonight on this Christmas Eve, right?
And all those who made it possible, our crew. You know, thank you for making all the technical issues smooth as butter. Everything was amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And, you know, we promised a special performance. Of course, you know, the king of Christmas, Nat King Cole, he's going to round out this evening with the Christmas song. But I do have to remind you, because February is right around the corner. You know, after Christmas, it's basically like Valentine's Day, right? It's Black History Month after Christmas. It goes just like that. So you've got a date with STEM City every Friday in the month of February, because they're going to show these classic feature films, Black feature films in the Black as Night Black as Night Movie Night. I want to get it right because I love that title. Featuring a classic Black film every Friday night in the month of February. So please join us for that.
Stem City, USA. Stem City, USA.
Is that the theme?
Stem City,
Okay.
USA.
Do the Carlton to
Stem
that.
City, USA.
Instead of this, though, how about we get back to that Nat King Cole?
Yeah.
The Nat King Cole.
Nat King Cole.
From the bottom of our hearts, we just want to thank you for spending this Christmas Eve with us. And look, let this be the beginning of many Christmas Eves together. How about that?
In the digital world.
In the digital world. But in the real world, back in time, the phenomenal Nat King Cole is here to sing us out on this Christmas Eve with the Christmas song. You want to say goodnight?
Babe, I think you did a great job.
Okay. Good night. Merry Christmas.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this sample phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. So I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you.